Today I'm going to react to James Brown. The requester said, The Godfather of Soul. This is from a show the comedian David Steinberg hosted in 1969. I first heard the song played by Tower of Power in their musical tribute, Still Be Diggin' on James Brown. This is definitely deep funk groovy and has a nice sax solo by Maceo Parker. Yay! All right, Mother Popcorn.
James Brown, Mother Popcorn.
Okay, that was very interesting. One, I've never seen anyone dance like that before. I was like, whoa, that's quite something. Like it's on a beat of its own. It's like independently. I don't know, I can't explain it. It's like not offbeat, but it's like a third rhythm. It's like when you're doing 3 against 2 rhythms or 3 against 4 rhythm, it's like a really hard thing to coordinate. So somehow he's like in his own polyrhythm in his dancing. That's not exactly 1 2 1 2. It's like something else. So I'm like, whoa, it's kind of overwhelming to watch actually. Now I think the horns obviously sound very good. The band sounds very good. I think that the for my audio ear, like for my preferences, I don't like the mix because I the band was too loud compared to his voice. Um I felt like the balance wasn't right. And then it also has to do with like the treble and bass, like the mix of how that's the spectrum, like when you're mixing music, you have all these frequencies and the EQ, equalization, and you can like move them around and whatever. And I don't like the EQ on this recording. So just from that alone, here listening to the recording, nothing to do with the musical content, nothing to do with the composition, nothing to do with the singing, just the EQ and the mix alone was off-putting to me. Okay, and that's just because it's the recording quality of the situation. It's a TV show. Also, in the beginning, you notice how they were like clapping, like live studio audience, and they were like clapping and so loud that I couldn't even hear the first like 5 seconds of his singing because the audience was just like clapping over it. So that's just an example of like when a live performance doesn't have the same beautiful mixing that you get in a studio recording. And sometimes live performances do, but this one does not. So because of that, I don't want to speak to the quality of his singing or the band because obviously they're better than this mix is selling them. So what I can speak to is that he has an energy that's quite unique. His like it's almost like the music is like it reminds me a little bit of like those religious people that like dance with snakes. Like there's like a Christian movement and they like dance with venomous snakes as like how they feel the most like the closest to God or whatever. It's almost like that a little bit where like he's so involved in the music. It's like a spiritual experience. Like that's what it feels like to watch him. And then it's like he's transformed. Like he's in a different place. Like even just with the dancing. Like he's not performing outwardly. Like he seems more interacting. And I think it's also the setup of the studio. It doesn't look like they're on like a traditional stage. It looks like it's some kind of studio. And so he's kind of singing out to his band versus like being out to the audience, but it also feels very like a spiritual experience for himself. Like he's going through like an experience. So it's a very interesting thing to watch. It's very different. Like I'm actually like I like novelty, I like variety. I like things that are not like other things. So even though this is not my genre of music I would have ever liked or listened to, the fact that it's so novel to me is like, whoa, this is like really interesting. From like, it's like my brain is like, my brain's really like, what is going on here? Like, I need to know more. It's stimulated. It's stimulated in a way that's like, I want to understand it. Now, what stood out to me was the really nice interaction between him and the saxophone player at the end. I thought this was like a very good, like back and forth. It really stood out to me. And the way he like screams and yells, he makes sounds that I've never made before in my life that I wasn't even sure, like I don't even know humans can make those sounds. Like I find it like so cool. Like I wouldn't know how to make those sounds. Like it's fascinating and but they're so like natural to him. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't seem like he's like, "Oh wait, now I have to make that weird screaming sound." It's like for me that would take so much thought. It's like he's so good at it. Like he's able to just channel that as he wants it. And honestly, look, screaming is, well, first of all, babies are born crying, right? They come out and they start crying. So crying is a very natural human thing, and we know it, and we respond to it emotionally. And that's why no one likes to hear a baby crying, because it's very triggering, because it's supposed to be triggering. It's supposed to make us want to take care of the baby, or it's supposed to make us know that something's wrong with the baby, right? So when you hear someone crying, and usually men don't like when women cry at all, it like really bothers them. I think women can handle other women crying a lot better because like we're used to it, and we're like, oh, we're just comforting a crying person. I don't think men like crying at all. Okay. Well, for me, I really don't like screaming, because to me, screaming is a sign of like you're in trouble, you're in distress, something bad is happening, you're screaming for help. And there's so much screaming in this that I'm like uncomfortable, because it makes me feel like something's wrong. Like he's crying out for help, like throughout almost the entire song. And it's like very abrupt. It's like singing and then random screaming. And I'm like, oh my God, like it's like, ah. So I find it's a little bit, it's not relaxing for me. That's what I'll say. It's like, it's a very, makes me feel like a little stressed, which isn't a bad thing. It's like, it's an emotion. Music is supposed to trigger emotion. This makes me feel angst. And I think there is a lot of angst in this. And I think there's reason for there to be angst in this. This is 1969. This is an African American singer. This is an African American band in 1969. This is like, from what I understand from the history books, civil rights movement. And there was a ton of just terrible segregation and discrimination and just not being able to get opportunities, plus Vietnam War and a disproportionate amount of African American soldiers being killed in the war, and all sorts of terrible racist things, right? So I think it's like a crying out of like all the terrible stuff going on in the world and all the terrible things that they have faced. 1969 is like about 100 years after the end of the Civil War. So only 100 years after slavery, right? But still suffering. And then it's not something, and I'm so lucky I never experienced such a thing, in my lifetime. I never had to experience such a thing. So I can't fully relate, but I'm very empathetic. So it's like I feel the emotions. And so I think there's a lot to that. I have no idea what the words were. In fact, I probably didn't hear any lyrics the entire time. I heard singing, I heard screaming, I heard yells, I heard random like vocal percussive things. Hey, Huh.
Sometimes I'm feeling low.
All right, sometime I'm feeling low.
I'm feeling low. Cold.
I'm telling you, this dance is crazy. It's so amazingly like out there, and like the way he moves his body is like so cool.
Another brother. Talking about Maceo. Maceo. Come blow your horn. Good God. I don't want no trash. I don't want no trash.
I don't want no trash. Ha. That sound is cool too.
Don't want that mess. Bring me some popcorn.
I'm telling you, that scream, I find that very like off-putting. But I think it's cool. It's out there. It's like challenging things. I like things that like challenge things, like why should music be a certain way? But it's definitely stressful. For me, it's stress inducing to hear screaming just out of nowhere. So, however, very talented person, very talented band, great musicianship. I like the like funk of it, like dun, 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 dun. Like how had the audio mix been like crisp, I would have been like, wow, this is great. So that's my reaction. It's very honest. I'm like fascinated. I didn't know that he could sing like that, and I didn't know there was like so many like little screams. It was like it's so much. It's very like I don't know what to do. I'm like lost. I'm just, also I'm ADD, right? So if like something, it's like I'm like what distracted. Like he was singing, now he's yelling, now he's this. I'm like it's a lot, but it's good. Very talented, and I feel emotions. I mean, that's what music's supposed to make us feel. Um, yeah, I feel a lot, and that's my reaction. And I think I'd like to hear crisp, good studio recording with good vocal mixing, good EQ, so I can really hear it without being distracted by the EQ, because the EQ is always like, like, the bad EQ. It's just the recording. It's not the fault of the people, like I said. So yeah, that's my reaction to James Brown. That is quite something. Um, what a time, man. I can't believe like in 1969, all the stuff I've listened to from 1969, I can't believe how diverse the music is. Like it's from this like folky anti-war, like very gentle stuff to kind of rock to the Rolling Stones to the Beatles and then to this. Like this is like so different. I'm like, how is this all the same time period? It just doesn't seem possible. And this was like before the internet and before the information age. Yet people were like transmitting music through records and stuff like that. And somehow, and radio, and like somehow, like people were coming up with all this very unique sound that's so different from each other. Maybe because it was so segmented and the US had so many regions and there's different traditions bringing in. We're a melting pot, right? So jazz and blues comes from its own origin. The classical music has its origin. We have rock, we have theater, we have all these different influences coming together and making this melting pot of music. Oh, then the country music too, right? So you have like, I'm just saying, America has this whole like melting pot of music and it just creates like such a diverse soundscape, which is cool versus like only having one sound. So yeah, that's my reaction to James Brown. I mean, you might be like, this is not a normal reaction video, Erica. I'm like, I know. Well, I'm not a normal reactor, so I just do it my own way. I don't just, oh wow, that was the most amazing thing I've heard. It's quite remarkable, but for the reasons I stated previously. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video, even though sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I just am too honest. I say what I feel. This came from my request form, which is on my link tree, and then it comes over here, and then I keep track of things. And when I finish them, I mark them green, and then, and the white ones are ones that are tipped that I have not done yet. And yeah, I will see you all soon. Take care and please subscribe. Okay, bye.